Okay, so shall we start now? Now write the heading, that is what? Method 2. And in method 2, write the heading like moving pulley constraint or when the pulley is in motion. तुमको जो समझ में आ रहा है लिख लो. So this is your next heading, that is what? Method 2. And here, moving pulley constraint. This time, pulley is also in motion. Okay, and in method 1, just we discussed that pulley is at rest now. Okay, now listen to me. So whenever the pulley is at rest, just now we learned that whenever the pulley is at rest, can I say that velocity between any 2 points on the string remains same? Yes or no? That means along the string velocity remains what? Same. Now what happens if the pulley is also in motion? If the pulley is also in motion, agar pulley jayega, pulley can be going in the upward direction, downward direction, whatever the case is. Okay, so let us try to understand this and consider here is a fixed pulley. Okay, a fixed pulley is there, and on fixed pulley, consider 2 masses are being attached like this. So this is your block A and this is your block B. Okay, and consider there is a ground. On this ground there is a person standing. Okay, and we know that we have considered that velocity of pulley is equals to what? 0. So pulley is at rest. Pulley is not going anywhere, neither in the upward direction nor in the downward direction. And this is the representation of what? Fixed pulley. Okay. Okay, now listen to me. Consider if I say that this block A is going in the upward direction by 10 meter per second. 10 meter per second. Then if I ask this person, can I say that this pulley, we know that this pulley will definitely go in the downward direction by 10 meter per second. Yes or no? First thing. Okay, if I ask this person where A is going, then he will be saying that A is going in the upward direction and B is going in the downward direction by what? Same velocity. Yes or no? Okay. Consider there is one more person who is sitting on the pulley. Okay. Either this pulley is at rest, either the pulley is in motion. We know that whenever we are talking about the relative velocity, whenever we are talking about what? Relative velocity, if a person or if anything, what you want to consider, the observer, if the observer is sitting on particular frame, that frame should be considered as what? Rest. Yes or no? Ye to pade? Okay. Now, this is at rest now. Okay. So, if I ask this person who is sitting on the pulley, where and at what speed this block A is going, definitely he will be saying that this pulley, this block is going in the upward direction by 10 meter per second. Similarly, if I ask the same thing about B, he will be saying that B is going in the downward direction by what? 10 meter per second. Yes or no? Then if I want to write the relative velocity with respect to what? Pulley. Why? Because we are going to derive everything now with respect to what? Pulley. So pulley will be what? Observer. Okay. So VAP, velocity of A with respect to what? Pulley, is equals to, can I write minus times of VBP? लिख सकता हूँ क्या देखो? अरे yes or no? Why? Because this one is going in the upward direction and this one is going in the downward direction. As we know that from our basics, if anything going in the upward direction should be considered as what? Positive. If anything which is going in the downward direction should be considered as negative. Okay. Now, if I expand this, then can I write VA minus of VP, which is equals to minus times of VB minus of VP. लिख सकता हूँ इसे? Okay. Now, can I say that this VP and this VP get cancelled? Then can I say that VA is nothing but minus times of VBP? Are yes or no? Why this equation came? Because the pulley is at rest. Are yes or no? That means velocity of pulley is what? Actually at rest. Now, same thing, if the pulley is also in motion. Pulley is also in motion. Consider here is one pulley and this pulley is going in the upward direction. With what? VP velocity 10, 20, whatever it may be, the velocity of pulley in the upward direction is what? VP. Okay. Similarly, 2 objects are being hanged on this pulley and this is your A and this is your B. So, A and B. Okay. Let's say A is going in the upward direction, downward direction, किधर भी direction ले लो. There is no issue in taking the directions. Okay, either you take A upward, B downward, or both in the upward, both in the downward, your wish. Let's say A is going in the upward direction with VA velocity, and B is going, let's say it is also going in the upward direction with what? VB velocity. Isko 10 le lo, isko 5 le lo, whatever you want to take the values, you can take. Now consider the same rule. Let's say one person is standing on the ground and one more person who is on the pulley. Okay. If I ask the person who is on the ground where the A is going, he will be saying A is going in the upward direction. Where the B is going, he will again say it is going in the upward direction. And pulley, obviously he says in the upward direction. But the scenario changes when I ask to the person who is sitting on the pulley. Okay. And whenever we are considering the observer as the pulley, the person who is sitting on the pulley, then this pulley should be considered as what? Rest. Yes, very good. So if the person who is sitting on the pulley, that means he is at rest, then for the person, can I say that if A is going in the upward direction, B will be going in the downward direction? Take closer. If pulley is at rest, same thing is applicable. Are yes or no? But in reality, pulley is also in motion. Then can I write the equation like this? Again, same equation, VAP is equals to minus times of VBP. Again, why we are writing this? Because we are considering the observer is at rest. Why? Because he is sitting on the frame. Yes or no? And whenever the pulley is at rest, then that equation is applicable. Whenever the pulley is at rest, this is applicable now. Yes or no? So the same thing is applicable for what? The person who is sitting on the pulley, not for the ground. Okay. So the same equation is applicable here. If I expand this, then can I write VA minus of VP, which is equals to minus times of VB plus times of VP. Can I write like this? Okay. Rearranging the equation, then can I write VP is nothing but VA plus of VB divided by 2. All you need to remember this equation. When the pulley is in motion, the velocity of pulley is nothing but VA plus VB divided by 2. If I integrate and differentiate this, then I will be getting what? Obviously acceleration and what? Displacement. Then can I say that, let's say this is the displacement, this is your XA, and from here XB is measured. XA and XB, if I differentiate this, obviously I will be getting what? The acceleration. Then acceleration of pulley can be written as AA plus of AB divided by 2, and if I integrate that, then I will be getting what? Displacement. So displacement of pulley is nothing but XA plus of XB divided by 2. These are the equations for what? Velocity, acceleration and displacement when the pulley is in motion. Any doubt? Oh, okay, right on. Shall I? So now we are going to understand how we can apply those formulas. Okay. So let's say example number 1. No one will be writing. Just try to understand how to apply those formulas. Okay. Now if I draw like this, consider here is a pulley. No need to enter these questions also. Okay. If you want, you can. And consider here is a pulley, and this pulley is going in the upward direction by 10 meters per second. Okay. And consider two objects are being hanged over here. This is your A, and consider this is your B. And if I say B is going in the downward direction, let's say by again 10 meters per second, kuch bhi le lo value. Okay. Now how to apply this? We all know that VP is nothing but VA plus of VB divided by 2. Are yes or no? Anything which is going in the upward direction should be represented here with positive sign. Okay. Anything which is going in the downward direction should be represented as usually negative sign. So VP, so pulley, this is the velocity of pulley, and the pulley is going in the upward direction, so positive value, that means 10, which is equals to VA. We don't know, keep this as it is, VA. Okay. And VB, that means velocity of block B is going in the downward direction by 10 meters per second. That means minus of 10 divided by 2. Yes or no? Then can I say that if I solve this, VA becomes 10 into 220 and that becomes 10, that is what, 30 meter per second. Are yes or no? Whenever you get the answer positive, okay, now we got 30 meter per second, that is what, positive value. That means block A is also going in the upward direction. Okay, and if you got the answer in negative value, that means block is going in the downward direction. And in exam, remember this, you won't get the values like negative sign or the positive sign. Okay, they will provide you the value like VA is equals to 30 meter per second, upward direction or downward direction. You are considering upward as positive, downward as negative. Okay, similarly, let us try to understand this by example too. Okay, if the question is being provided like this, consider here is one pulley and this pulley is going in the upward direction, let's say again 10 meter per second, 10 meter per second. And if you got a figure like this, okay, there is a stand. On this stand, this string is being tied, and consider one block is there and this block is here and this block A and this block A is also going in the upward direction. Nahi pata, chalo, find the velocity of block A. Find the velocity of what? Block A. Then again you have to apply the same formula, that is what, Vp is equals to Va plus of Vb divided by 2. Okay, Vp, pulley is going in the upward direction, obviously that is 10 into 2, that is what, 20, which is equals to now Va. You got a point here and you got a point here. Are yes or no? If this is A, obviously this is your B, and if this is represented like this, if this one is represented like this, that means pulley is, string is being tied and that point is not in motion. That means velocity of this point is what? 0. Then can I say that you will be having only the value, that is what, Va, and Va velocity is 20 meter per second. I got my point? Okay, similarly you can find n number of diagrams like this. Like example number 3, try karte kya dekho isko. Okay, shall I? Okay, consider here is a pulley and this pulley is going in the upward direction, let's say by 10 meter per second. Over here one block is being connected, this is your A, and on this one more pulley is being connected. One more pulley is being connected and one more block is being connected over here, this is your B, and one more over here and one more over here, C, and this one is being tied like this. Okay, and they can provide you any values. Let's say B is going in the upward direction, C is going in the upward direction. If I substitute the value 10 meter per second, okay, C is going in the upward direction by 10 meter per second, and B is going in the downward direction. Let's say downward le lo kuch bhi le lo, any value you want to substitute, let's say 20 meter per second. B is going in the downward direction. Question is, find the velocity of A. Va is equals to question mark. Sab aa gaya na, try karte chalo. A is given, this one we can find, this one is given, we can find this one, that one is given, we can find. So let us try now. Chalo karo. Okay, everyone got the answer? Example number what? 3 na. So example number 3, this is your answer. Let me try now. Okay, now tell me, whenever this one is being represented, can I say this point is at fixed? Let's say mark this as a D. Can I say velocity of D is 0? And we know the velocity of C is in the upward direction, but that is what, 10 meter per second. You have to substitute positive. Let's say this is your pulley 3, this is your pulley 2, and this is your pulley 1. So velocity of pulley 3, velocity of what? Pulley 3 is equals to, can I say that velocity of D plus of velocity of C divided by 2. Can I write like this? Can I? Okay, so velocity of P3 we don't know. Okay, so velocity of P3 is nothing but, that is pulley 3, VD is 0. So this one is 0, so no need to represent at all. Plus VC. Plus what? VC, and VC is in the upward direction, that means positive of 10. Then can I say that this is 10 divided by 2, that is nothing but 5 meter per seconds. अरे yes or no? आगे सभी का. So can I say that we got positive value? That means this pulley is going in the upward direction by 5 meter per second. Okay. Now we know the velocity of B. We know the velocity of this. Are yes or no? And we are going to calculate this. So VP2, we don't know this value. So let us try to calculate that. Velocity of pulley 2 is nothing but velocity of B plus of velocity of pulley 3 divided by 2. Can I write like this? Why? Acha, why? Take beta. This is the pulley. Are yes or no? This B should be considered as one object and this pulley itself should be considered as the second object. अरे got my point? पुल्ली है का मतलब पुल्ली को ढूंढो मत. Okay, you should consider this whole pulley as the object. Okay, now, so VP2, we are calculating the velocity of pulley 2 and VB in the downward direction, that is what, minus 20. So VP2 is nothing but minus of 20 and velocity of pulley 3 is in the upward direction, that is what, 5 divided by 2. This is nothing but minus of 15 divided by 2, that is minus 7.5 meter per second. Are yes or no? Okay. That means this pulley is going in the downward direction. Which one? This one. That is what? Second pulley. That is value is minus 7.5 meter per second. Okay. Now we are having the velocity of this pulley. That is 1 and this is your second. Two values are given. We need to calculate this. So substituting the value for what? Velocity of pulley 1. So VP1 is nothing but VA plus of VP2 divided by 2. Okay. Now we know this velocity of pulley 1 and that is going in the upward direction. So that is what, 10, which is equals to VA. We don't know the value of VA as it is, keeping this as it is, and that pulley, that is what, second block on this one is going in the downward direction, that is what, minus 7.5 divided by 2. Can I write like this? Okay, then this is nothing but 20 plus of 7.5, which is equals to what, VA, and VA is equals to 27.5 meter per second. And we got the value, that is what, positive. That means block A is going in the upward direction by 27.5 meter per seconds. Are yes or no? All we need to do anything. अरे got my point? कैसा भी फिगर देने दो, फिगर देख के डरना नहीं है. First thing, majority students get panic while seeing the figure only. Easy रहता है बहुत. Okay, note down. So example number 4. Method 1 method 2 combine करके दे दो. अच्छा एक और. Okay, so ले लो. Like this, one pulley is fixed. And on this one block is been connected. This is your A. Over here one pulley, and again on this pulley one more pulley is been connected, and one object is been connected like this. This is your B, and on this two objects are been connected. This is your C, and let's say over here, and on this pulley one more pulley is connected, and this one is tied. Okay, this one is tied, and one more pulley lay. Okay, and one block is been there. This is your A, and one more here. This is, sorry, not A, B, C is over. This is your D, and this is your E. Okay, and let's say this one is going in the upward direction by 10 meter per second, and this one is going in the downward direction by 5 meter per second. Okay, enough. Then देखो ये दोनों है, these two values are given, you can find this one. Are yes or no? After finding this one, this one becomes 0. Are yes or no? And this one becomes 0. You know this. Obviously, you can calculate the value of this pulley. Are yes or no? After calculating this value, at least you need this value or this value. कौन सा दो? This value. किधर दाओ? नीचे. Okay, going in the downward direction, let's say by 10 meter per second. Now you have this value and you have this value, you can calculate this value. Okay, now after calculating this, you don't know these two values. Are yes or no? And you need either of any one. Okay, iska value le lo. This pulley is, let's say, going in the upward direction and nahi, yeah, upward direction. Isko le lo. This one is going in the upward direction, let's say by 20 meter per second. All you need to calculate velocity of A is equals to how much? Okay, you can frame n number of questions on this. Come on, please. Okay, stop writing and listen the answer now. Sabhi ka ho gaya? Now listen to me. This one is going in the upward direction by 10 and this one is going in the downward direction by 5. Are yes or no? So can I say that this is 10 and this is your 5? That is what answer will be. 5 by 2, that means this pulley is going in the upward direction, that is what 2.5. Karao pura? Okay. So for this, let's say this is your pulley 1, this is your pulley 2, this is 3, this is what 4, this is what 5. So velocity of pulley 5 we are calculating. Velocity of pulley 5 is equals to velocity of D plus of velocity of E divided by 2. Are yes or no? And we know that velocity of E is positive. Why? Because it is going in the upward direction, and velocity of D is minus 5 because it is going in the downward direction. So 10 minus of 5 divided by 2, that is what 2.5 meter per seconds. Are yes or no? We got the positive value. That means over here this pulley 5 is going in the upward direction by 2.5 meter per second. Are yes or no? And now this pulley is fixed. This point is fixed and this pulley is going in the upward direction. That means, can I say that 2.5 plus of 0 divided by 2, that is what? 2.5 divided by 2, that is what? 1.25. That means this pulley is going in the upward direction again with what? Positive value. So velocity of pulley 4 is equals to velocity of pulley 5 plus of 0 divided by 2. Likh do directly. Okay. So this is nothing but 2.5 divided by 2, that is what? 1.25 meter per second. Again, velocity of pulley, that means that pulley 4 is also going in the upward direction, that is what? 1.25 meter per second. This one is also going in the upward direction, that is what? 1.25 meter per second. Are yes or no? Okay. Then next, over here on this system. So this pulley 4 is going in the upward direction by 1.25 meter per second. This pulley is going in the downward direction by 10 meter per second. So calculating for the VP3, so velocity of pulley 3 is nothing but velocity of pulley 4 velocity of pulley 4 plus of velocity of C divided by 2. What are the values we have? We need to calculate velocity of C now. So we can calculate that. इसको नहीं भी निकालो, सुनो इधर. This one is known, directly we can calculate this. Okay, even though we are calculating this. Now, क्वेश्चन आया तो देख लो थोड़ा बहुत आगे पीछे क्या निकालना है क्या नहीं निकालना है. So VP3, velocity of pulley 3, that is in the negative side, that is minus of 10, which is equals to VP4, and VP4 is what? How much? 1.25. And we don't know VC divided by 2, that is what? 20. इधर ही लिख देता हूँ. That is what? Minus of 20 minus of 1.25, that is nothing but your VC, and that is VC is nothing but minus 21.25. So velocity of block C is what? 21 minus of 21.25 meter per second in the downward direction. So this block is going in the downward direction by 21.25 meter per second. Are yes or no? Yahi aaya? Okay. Then next thing, we know this velocity, Are yes or no? So can I say that this one is going in the upward direction, positive, this one is going in the downward direction, negative. So 20 minus of 10 divided by 2, obviously that becomes 5 meter per second. Are yes or no? And this value should be what? In the upward direction. So let's see, that is what? Velocity of pulley 2, that is nothing but VB and plus of VP3 divided by 2. Yes or no? Okay, substituting the values, then VB is going in the upward direction, that is what 20, and VP3 is going in the downward direction, that is what -10. आवाजें आ रही मुझे पीछे से लात मार के बाहर ढकल दूंगा अभी. Okay, so 20 minus of 10 divided by 2, that is what 10 by 2, which is equals to 5 meter per seconds. Yes or no? We got the positive value, that means this pulley is going in the upward direction, that is what 5 meter per second. Yes or no? If this one is 5 meter per second, this pulley is fixed. Yes or no? If this pulley is fixed, can I say that this one will be also going in the downward direction by the same velocity? No need to calculate that. Obviously, this VA velocity will be 5 meter per second in the downward direction. Okay? Right now. Okay, shall I? Example number 5 now? Now listen to me. Shall I now add method 1 and method 2 both at the same in the same question? Okay, चलो इसको ऐसा करेंगे. Consider here is a fixed pulley, and on this fixed pulley there is one block connected like this, and on it is a surface. This one is going in this direction. This one is your A, and whatever the value is, we will discuss that later. And consider here is one more pulley, and this pulley is like this, and let's say one more pulley is connected over here on this. इसको भी लगा दो एक pulley. Okay, so one more pulley is connected on this pulley. One block is there, and this point is fixed, and this block is there, and block B. This is your block B, and consider two more blocks are being added on this one. This is your first block, this is your second block. Okay, and this is your C, this is your D. Bolo re velocities bolo. Okay, so this one is going in the in this direction. Tell me the velocity. Okay, 10 meter per second, and the angle is, let's say, 37 degrees. Okay, this pulley is fixed, so I don't need to provide any value. Obviously, this velocity becomes what? 0. And this one is also fixed over here. That means I need to provide any one value over here. So isko le lenge. And this one, let's say this one is going in the upward direction by isko 10 liya na, isko 20 meter per second. Okay, and एक second रुको. And this block is going in the downward direction, let's say by 10 meter per second. Question is, find the velocity of C. Okay, find this velocity. Velocity of C is equals to chip and D. Come on. Okay, shall I? How many of you got the answer? सभी का आ गया? Okay, देखते हैं कैसे किया. First, this one is given, this angle is given. All you need to calculate this velocity of the string now in this direction. Yes or no? जो भी value आया. Then you got this value. Obviously, this pulley is fixed. Then definitely you got this. Yes or no? After calculating this, then can I say that you have this velocity? This one is fixed. You can calculate this. Yes or no? अभी तुमको क्या है? ये पता है, ये पता है. You need to calculate this. Calculate किए? Okay. So after calculating this, you have this and this. You can calculate this. Yes or no? Okay. ऐसा ही किया ना? Now you can start from here also. You can start from here. You know this. You don't. You know this. This one will be calculated out. Yes or no? ऐसे भी करके उधर भी जा सकते. Your wish. So this one is 10. Obviously this angle is 37. Obviously this also becomes 37. Yes or no? This is value becomes what? 10 cos of 37. Yes or no? And 10 cos of 37, cos 37 is 4 by 5. That means your value will be 8 meter per second in this direction. So this is 8 meter per second. If this is 8 meter per second, whole velocity on the string remains 8 meter per second. If this one is going in the downward direction, in this direction, obviously this, we know that this one will be going in this direction by 8 meter per second. Hoga? Okay. So if this one is going in the upward direction and that value is 8 meter per second. We don't know this, we don't know this. That means we need to calculate any either. किस value दिखा रहा है, ये पता नहीं है, ये पता है, ये पता नहीं है. Are yes or no? So better start from here. Okay now. So you have this velocity, you know this velocity, we can calculate the velocity of this pulley. So let's say this one is 1, this one is 2, this one is 3, this one is 4. So velocity of pulley 4. Velocity of pulley 4 is nothing but velocity of B plus of velocity of इसका point का नाम दे दो DE. Okay, and velocity of E divided by 2, that is nothing but velocity of pulley. This velocity becomes 0 now. Are yes or no? And we know that velocity of B is what, 10 meter per second, and it is going in the downward direction. That means, can I say that minus of 10 divided by 2, that is nothing but minus 5 meter per seconds. Are yes or no? That means, can I say that the pulley 4 is going in the downward direction? That is what, 5 meter per second. Are yes or no? Now, for this system, we know this value, we can calculate this velocity. Are yes or no? So, can I write for velocity of pulley 2? So, velocity of pulley 2 is nothing but velocity of pulley 3 plus of velocity of pulley 4 divided by 2. Can I write like this? Okay, then we don't know this velocity of pulley 3, but we know this velocity and we have calculated already this one, that is what, 8 meter per second. So, velocity of pulley 2 is going in the upward direction, that is what, positive 8, and 8 is equals to velocity of pulley 3, we don't know, plus of velocity of pulley 4, that is what, going in the downward direction, that is what, minus 5 meter per second divided by 2. Can I write like this? Okay, then simplifying this, then 6 to 8 to the 16, and that 5, that is what, velocity of pulley 3 is equals to 21 meter per seconds. Are yes or no? Calculation में देख लो बाकी का. Okay, so velocity of pulley 3, we got that value is positive, that means this system is going in the upward direction, that is what, 21 meter per seconds. Okay, and now we have these two values, we can calculate this value, yes or no? So velocity of pulley 3 is nothing but Vd plus of Vc divided by 2. So velocity of pulley 3 is nothing but Vd plus of Vc divided by 2, that is nothing but क्या क्या है हमारे पास, Vp3, that is what, 21, that is what your positive value, which is equals to Vd is also positive, that is what, 20 meter per second plus of Vc, we don't know, divided by 2. Are yes or no? Then 21 to 42 minus of 20, 42 minus of 20, which is equals to your Vc. Can I write like this? And that is nothing but how much? 22 meter per seconds, which is equals to what? Vc. Again, this Vc is also a positive value, that means this pulley is also going in the upward direction, and that is why 22 meter per seconds. Are yes or no? And those who are still getting panic just by seeing the diagrams, please don't. Easy है बहुत ये. Okay. Example number 6. Example number 6. Try करो ऐसे. Consider here is one fixed pulley, and on this fixed pulley there is one block connected. Okay, and one more pulley is connected here, and on this pulley again this one is connected to this one, and again one more pulley. कितने pulley लगाते लगा लो, 10, 15, 20, 50. How many you want to connect, you can connect. Okay, but the concept remains same. Okay, and if you want to add one more, you can. Let's say this one more pulley. Okay, one block is connected, all are connected, that means 4 pulleys on one end is connected to a common block. Let's say this block name is A, and one more block is being connected here. Let's say this is your B. Find VB is equals to question mark. Okay, now listen to me. Consider इसको किधर ले जाऊं, ऊपर या नीचे? नीचे. So नीचे कितना velocity? 10 meter per second. Okay, now listen to me. First thing, in this question they can provide the velocity at this end. All you need to calculate this velocity, or they can provide you like this. This velocity is given, you can calculate this. Okay, सुनो इधर करते कैसा. I will tell you, then start. Now imagine these are connected to a separate things. Okay, forget about all these three. Forget about this, forget about this, and forget about this. Just think that this pulley is connected on one end with A. And what is the velocity in the downward direction? Obviously minus 10 meter per second. This pulley 1, that is what, fixed. ये pulley 1 तो fix है. Are yes or no? If this one is fixed, that means velocity of this pulley becomes what? 0. If this one is 0, this one is 10, then you can calculate this velocity of this pulley. Okay, you have calculated this, and one now think that this pulley is connected to on this one, again it is going in the downward direction. Calculate this. Are yes or no? Similarly, calculate this. This one is given and you have calculated this. Again, you can calculate this velocity. Similarly, again you know this velocity. This one is connected to this end. You can calculate this. Okay, if they don't provide you the value, let's say this velocity we don't know and they have given this velocity. Okay, start तो यहीं से करो. Okay, consider that this one is going in the upward direction, downward direction, whatever the velocity, let's say x. Okay, this one is x, this one is fixed, obviously this becomes x. Fixed है ना भाई, x हो जाएगा. Okay, now this one is x, again this one is x, you can calculate this. Okay, one more equation. Again you have calculated this, you know this one, again x, you can calculate this. Same way you can either calculate this velocity or either you can calculate this velocity. कैसे भी करो, कुछ लोग ऐसे करो, कुछ लोग ऐसे करो, your wish. Okay, come on. Okay, shall I? Everyone calculated the answers? Okay, this pulley is going in the downward, this block is going in the downward direction by 10 meter per second, that is what, minus, and this pulley is fixed, that means velocity of pulley 1 is what? This velocity becomes what? Velocity of pulley 1 is what? 0. If this is 0, obviously we know that this one will be going in the upward direction by what velocity? That is what? 10 meter per second. Okay, so we know velocity of pulley 2 and we know this point is going in the downward direction. So writing the equation again, this is your 3, this is your 4. Okay, shall I? So velocity of pulley 2 is nothing but velocity of A plus of velocity of pulley 3 divided by 2. ऐसे लिख दूं? Okay ना? So now we know the velocity of pulley 2, that is going in the upward direction, that is what, plus, and this can I directly write, that is what, 20. We know VA is going in the downward direction, that is what, minus 10, plus of VP3, then this value is nothing but VP3 is equals to what? 30 meter per second. Are yes or no? Okay, now this one is going in the again upward direction, this is positive, that is 30 meter per second. Are yes or no? Now again you have this velocity, that is what, 30 meter per second. This is again connected to one end. Then can I write the equation for V of pulley 3 is nothing but VA plus of VP4 divided by 2. Can I write like this? Okay, after writing that, then we know that VP3, then this one is what, 30 into 2, this is 60, and this is what, 10. That means 60 plus of 10, that is nothing but VP4, that is what, 70 meter per second. Again this one value is what, positive. So we have calculated this value, that is what, 70 meter per seconds. Are yes or no? Again this is positive, this one is negative, obviously that becomes 150 meter per second. फिर भी लिख लो. So VP4 is nothing but VA plus of VB divided by 2, and this VP4 is 70 into 2, and that is what, minus of 10, which is equals to VB, and VB is nothing but 150 meter per second. Again this one is also going in the upward direction, that is what, 150 meter per second. ठीक है, अभी इसको क्या करो, x ले लो, इसको क्या करो, वैल्यू दे दो, whatever you want to give the value you can give that. इसको 20 ले लो, 10 ले लो, and this one is going in the which direction you need to calculate. Okay, ये कौन सा भी direction ले लो, your wish. So do that as a homework. Now write the heading, that is what, type 3.